Yeah. So tell me about Rumi, because that's had a big influence on your life. I know
Yes.
Rumi has had a very profound influence on your life. And I'm curious to hear when you first started studying Rumi versus now when you teach it, what would you go back to the version of yourself that started studying? What would you tell that Mitra like to do differently, if at all?
Exactly. I actually, because I was very young, I actually understood Rumi with no curtains.
Hmm.
And it went, oh, I got shivers as I said that. I actually got Rumi, because Rumi, we read Rumi in the original language, which is Persian. So it went home much better. And
Hmm.
now I have all these layers of explanation and making it fancy and explaining it. I would say to this Mitra, go back to the younger Mitra. I wouldn't say it the other way around, because
Interesting.
that Mitra had no other reason except to enjoy it and to get it. I just loved it. I know as a child, when I first heard, and we were introduced quite, earlier on to Rumi's poetry, I read it and I thought, wow, I didn't know why. This sounds so good. I probably didn't even understand the meaning of the words, but I got the meaning behind the words
Mhm.
because I was so open and so eager to know what that means. And I wasn't fascinated by anything else. So I would let the younger Mitra to advise the older Mitra.
Hmm. And who would you say Rumi's poetry? Not it's beyond poetry. It's a spiritual path. It's the path of Sufism. What is it? What are the qualities of that? You've tried all of these. You've not tried, but you've studied all of these isms, and each one has its own unique set of characteristics and qualities. How would you describe the Sufi path, particularly through Rumi's poetry?
Yes, I would distinguish between Rumiism, if such a thing exists, and Sufism, for many reasons. But as far as Rumi is concerned, what Rumi told me, and I can only say that, and that's the beauty of Rumi. When we are in the class, we read it, and we go around the class and say, "What did it say to you?" There
Mm,
is no right way, because
hmm
what we get, and it's really philosophy and spirituality in the beautiful form of poetry, which is the ultimate way. The form and substance are beautiful. But what it told me, I remember vividly as a child, that it got me really interested in the world of invisible.
hmm
So I realized very earlier on that there are two worlds that I'm living in. One is the visible physical one, and the other one is the invisible and non-physical. And that world is far more influential than my physical world. And if I let my invisible, my energy to inform my physical, I am better off. That was my basic conclusion as a child. So every time there was a pain, and pain was quite present in my childhood, I went to the invisible to find something that I could bring to the visible world. And I think that was the friendship, then more than anything else, that I formed with Rumi. That Rumi taught me, showed me the way. And I probably didn't understand. I remember this because I remember asking a teacher that was my neighbor. And you probably hear a lot about this particular teacher. His name was Mr. Pur Jahani,
hmm
which translation of it means the son of the universe. And believe me, he was the son of universe. And he was our next door neighbor. And I asked him about this, and he would say, "This is a very difficult word. You will not understand." I said, "It doesn't matter. What does it mean?" And then he would unfold part of Rumi's poetry for me. And I used to just close my eyes and really enjoy it. And if somebody asked me the word, I couldn't repeat it. It was a difficult word for me. I was like only, I don't know, 7 and 8, but I was,
That's when you started reading Rumi poetry?
yes,
Oh my
yes,
God.
yes, but in
Wow.
a very gentle way. It wasn't like I went to a class and, I never learned anything formally. In fact, nothing I do or teach, I've ever had a formal training for it. And I say
Mm.
that to anybody that hires me and pays me so that they know, because if they're looking for qualifications, I have none. But if they're looking for curiosity and almost a lifetime of exploration, I have plenty.